Liberal scream camp. Women pay 4K to bash sticks on the ground and scream in rage. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the 144,000, the elect men of the nation of Israel that's teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And these are just the beginning of sorrows. So imagine when these sorrows begin to grow and they start to intensify into their perfection, how the people is going to respond ultimately to prophecy taking center stage. Because as of now, America is still full of different resources and convenience, comfortability, different luxuries is still readily available for people. And they still snapping, man. So how much more for when those things get taken away and different resources and luxuries and, things like that start to dry up? People's going to respond in chaos, man. Real quick, just to play this video. You see, and that's two spirits that's ultimately going to take hold of America. She said, how do you feel? One woman said, right now, I feel afraid. And the other said, right now, I feel sad. You see, that spirit of fear and that spirit of sadness, weeping, gloominess, crying, hopelessness, that's going to take hold of this society. The Lord is going to completely shift the reality that's being played out here. Right now, people is in the spirit of pride and arrogancy, peace and safety. But when prophecy takes center stage, when certain chess pieces are moved, that's going to shift the morality, of the people, man. How people moving here in this society is going to completely change. Well, you're going to be afraid, man. And the people who's going to be affected the most is the women. You see, because here it is, you done listen to this nigga Esau, you done took on this guy, women liberations. He gave you women rights and feminism, and you took heed to that, man. And that then pretty much backfired and made you an enemy in the eyes of men. And there's so much pride in the women that they don't even care. So that spirit of fear is going to grow, because now that all that feminism and liberations didn't develop a division between the men and women, where now here in this society you have a thing called gender war. You see, so when all hell break loose, the women gonna be the prey, man. Certain women gonna want to be wanted. They gonna want to be protected, but the Lord is not gonna grant you that, man. You see, because here it is, the women here in this society, and they took on the spirit of not needing a man, not wanting a man. So that's what you're gonna get. You see, real quick. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16. In verse 33, it says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. You see, their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers, man. You see, nobody's going to have that affection to help a woman in that day. All the natural affection, that natural love that men normally have for women is going to go out the window, man. A lot of women is going to be getting taken, took advantage of, getting used up. And ultimately PTD, man. You see? And it's also because of the pride that you was operating in prior to these evils taking place. It says, in the wars should their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see? And the women outnumber the men. So when men start to die off because of the wars, because of the famines and the evils that's going to be taking place here in this society, that's going to leave a lot of women out there to themselves, man. A lot of women is going to be getting taken, man. So that rage and that frustration, that sadness, that gloominess, that fear, those things is ultimately going to grow amongst the women, real quick. That's why the Lord say, Isaiah 32. In verse 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vengeance shall fail, The gathering shall not come. You see, that helping hand. You know, a man coming to your rescue, coming to protect you. This nigga don't know you, but yeah, he's for to come war off your enemies. That spirit is going to lead the earth, man. The Lord said the love of many shall wax cold. You know, that natural affection that you normally see is ultimately going to lead, man. You know, real quick, what is that? 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 3 in the NLT. It says, they will be unloving and unforgiving. You see, they will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good, you see. And this is the condition that the people is going to take on, man. You know, this is the mentality that they're going to develop. An unloving, unforgiving mentality. A very impulsive, no self-control mentality, man. A very cruel mentality. And it's all going back to those perilous times, man. People developing the spirit of being dangerous, harsh, fierce, and savage, man. You know? And women is going to be forced to deal with this harsh reality on their own. You see? And it's also because of the route that you took prior to these evils. The Lord said, real quick, 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50, it says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And who is more powerful than a woman, man? You know, especially right here in America, Babylon the Great, you know, in this matriarch society, it ain't nobody more powerful than the women here in this society, ultimately the so-called black women. You know, and this is why you're going to suffer the most, and you're going to be, you know, a target when these things ultimately pop off. And this is why the Lord tell you to tremble, you know, because upon hearing the words of the Lord, the reaction is to fear, man. You see, you're supposed to fear the Lord and hope in his mercy, hope for good, you know, hope in salvation. If not, you see, you stay in that American spirit, you're going to be destroyed, man, in great miseries. You see, the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 34, it says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning, you see. So you're going to see a lot of these proudful people mourning, man, crying out. And it's also going to be the women, mainly, man. You see, this is a spirit that's also going to grow here in the society. It's always a crazy bitch that's got to provoke the spirit, man. You know, but even going into the article, it says women are paying thousands of dollars to attend rage ritual where they scream and smash the ground with sticks. You see, you read the third paragraph, it says the women that it's like the women that get conned into attending one of these rage rituals are instructed to work themselves up into an unhide frenzy by thinking of every person who's ever crossed you, who's ever hurt you, who's ever ignored your boundaries or taken advantage of you or abused you in any way. And then they are supposed to use all of the anger as fuel as they hit the ground with big sticks. You see, and you coming into a time where you're going to get taken advantage of. You know, if you're not protected by your Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You see, people are going to cross you over. They're going to hurt you. They're going to ignore your boundaries. They're going to take you, use you up, have their way with you if you're not protected by the spirit of your Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. And being sticks on the ground ain't going to be enough, you know, to put off the different emotions you're going to be feeling when the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua started to descend upon the planet Earth. You know, but yeah, I pray that you was edified. I just want to speak on that through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You know, Lord, when he was edified, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem, Rahak Wadash, Lord, went into this video.